before. Whatever. Happy Monday, guys. I am super excited. I can't believe it's already July. It definitely doesn't feel like that. It's kind of, I've been sitting here going over, I was just talking to Annalise a little bit ago today about double and triple. We've got a couple days to that. I know you guys probably just saw where I tagged everybody that we're going to have auto ships run on the 3rd. Pretty much every holiday, just count that they're going to run auto ships like 2 days before. And that's just simply like, I know it was the 23rd or something like that for Christmas, but normally about 2 days before. And people generally um, know that and expect that. Where you're going to run into problems, though, is that you want to make sure, and this is part of customer service, guys, you want to make sure because some people don't get paid until the 5th. All right. Especially with the 5th falls on Friday this week. So make sure you send an email or a message out. I would send however you communicate with that customer. That's how I would contact them. Make sure they know, hey, do you need to move this auto ship or do you want this auto ship to run? Do you need to make any changes? Anything like that. It doesn't even, here's the thing, quit assuming that somebody wants to cancel their auto ship. That's not always the case. A lot of times people don't want to run out of product, but they can have too much of something. Like for me, I have a lot of customers that will have excess of shakes because they don't drink it every single day. They drink it maybe, once a month or whatever. And on those weeks that they don't get those shakes, sometimes they'll throw in, or on those months that they don't get the shakes, sometimes that's when they'll get the balance. Or they'll say, you know what, I want to get detox or whatever, something along those lines because they still have the shakes, they still want the shakes. Or let them know about the cookies and cream also. I know that it wasn't available the other day when I was looking in the upgrade packs. I don't know if it is for the 3 steps yet. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. But take a look. All right. So I kind of wanted to talk about, first off, setting your goals for July. Honestly, you guys, when they just dropped this promo that we have this month, it's kind of overwhelming to look at, but really just get customers and promoters, help as many people as you can. If you help 4 and 4 in the first 15 days, and you end up with 2,000 in volume, which is like getting VIP 1,600, basically you're going to get paid as a 200K. That is anybody that gets 2,000 PPA between the 1st and the 15th, or the 16th through the 31st of this month. Okay. Now, where it is a little tricky is that if you do it the first part of the month, you're going to get paid that in August. If you do that during the second part of the month, you're going to get paid that in September. Now, some of you guys are probably like, where's that going to benefit you? Well, what you're doing now, you want to get that pay later on. You want to be paid as a 200K because that not only doubles your unit level commissions, but everybody coming in, that's where that momentum is going to happen. You ever hear people talk about what happens in the next 30 to 60, 90 days is what you're doing right now. So in 30, 60, 90 days, that's August and September. Those are the months that a lot of times people are, kind of transitioning from summer to fall, and you can have people checking out or whatever. But the big thing is right now, somebody new coming in, not only are they eligible, and new meaning the rookie thing part of this promo. And listen, it just dropped, so I haven't looked over it really, really super well, but I did see that the rookie considers somebody in the last 120 days. So if somebody signed in the last 4 months, they are considered a rookie. If you have questions, because it's like right on the line, just send in a ticket and ask. The veteran would be for anybody else. So it's going to be the top 7 PPA and the top 7 for the veteran. That's part of this promo. And then there's also first time 4K. If you've never been 4K before, If you get it in this promo period, then you're going to have 1,000 in credits and 1,000 in cash. That's awesome. Because if you get to 4K, you're also going to be, meaning that you're probably going to be having customers coming in. You guys, I cannot tell you how many people I saw get this cab bonus. And I love it when I see people get it, because the cab bonus is for all of us. All right. The 20 customers, the 40 customers, 60, 80, 100. I just saw somebody that used to be on our team. She left and she came back, and she just hit the 40, right? So that tells me, okay, what's the secret sauce there? And I can tell you, it is helping your customers thrive for free. Every single person that I've reached out to, that I've talked to, they are helping their customers thrive for free. They are really set on those 3 steps to get that they are that 150 order for the cab, because you do need to have that. I want to challenge everybody to imagine what it is like, and I'm leaning into this because of the conversation I had with Annalise earlier. She's still going for the double and triple fast starts. Every single one of us can. And guess what? I know a couple months ago, we heard Jackie talk about being at like 2,000 in volume or something like that. She really had like not anybody working besides herself. And she went on a sample run. During that time period, she was adding people to her social media. And I think 2 or 3 of those people ended up being her 12Ks that she now has on her team. And I know that they're getting ready to have a retreat in August. She wouldn't have been having a retreat by herself, you guys. She's having it because she created this momentum that ended up other people winning. She won. All of this stuff happened. But how do you get those out? Well, guess what? Just because you don't have product on hand doesn't mean that you can't offer samples. You absolutely can pre-sell samples, but Annalise is doing it. Do you just want to share? Do you want to share for a second? Because I think if you can talk, I think it would be better if you could. So I'm just going to unmute you. Oh, good. You unmuted.
I
You go.
did.
You go. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm going to cough and get a drink real quick.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I am still going at these fast starts. Basically, what I'm doing, for anybody that doesn't know, we are about to go through IVF. So I love you so much. I've been sharing about this. I've been sharing my story so people know this is what we're doing. And I was just very honest. I was like, listen, I am pre-selling samples. I didn't say pre-selling because people don't know what that means. I just said I am sending out samples. I do 1-week experiences for $50. And I'm pre-selling as many as possible. And my goal is to get 2 800 packs in on my husband's account. So I would get the triple fast starts by Wednesday. And all of that, I literally have people sending me messages right now. All of that is going directly to my treatment. So I just shared. Can you give this to Terry? Thank you. Sorry. I just shared that openly on my page because people want to help. People want a reason to join, and they're not always going to do it for themselves. And the other thing with this is not only is that going to be, well, it's actually more. It's whatever, 1,800 in volume because it's that 25% QV boost, but also, oh, it's 2,000 in volume. It's going to give me those $20 off codes. So all these people who are trying this and are going to absolutely love it, because people always do, especially when they're not always, but mainly always for a week. I'm going to be able to say, hey, thank you so much for helping me. Here's $20 towards a full month. And they have enough time by the end of the month to budget out and save for that. And I'm going for 12K. I know I have a bunch of new people who are going for their bonuses in 4K. And just all around, it's just really coming together and sharing your why and being a little vulnerable. And people are going to relate to that and be like, wow, this is why I need to be in this business, because if I want to make an extra $1,000 and I need to know how, like, I have this at my fingertips. Literally the messages are coming in nonstop. So that's what I'm doing.
I thank you so much for sharing that. You guys, listen, I wanted her to share that because when she said it, I went, oh, that's it. Right. And then I didn't even know about this promo that was going to launch. Right. So if I were you guys, what I would do is I would focus on getting samples out right now. But attach it to a why. What do you do? Like, obviously the sample is because you want to help somebody, right? You want to give them the ability to do it. Well, guess what? If they get a sample now, you're going to get codes with the upgrade pack. So you can sell samples right now. You
Another
can
video.
calculate it out to whatever it is that you need it to be. And sorry, guys, for whatever reason, I didn't sign in whenever I did the Zoom. And anyways, it's probably going to cut off on us and everything else. I'm a hot mess tonight, I guess. But attach it to what you're going to go for. Annalise, for example, is doing it because of the IVF, and it's super expensive. But, guys, if you have kids, the end of summer is literally next month. I mean, you're going to see school clothes and stuff. And I just saw a friend make a post about her son's backpack costing $150. What, since when? Since when are backpacks $150? Like, I am so thankful that my daughter's school did not allow her to have backpacks last year. So this year she can use the one that she got last year. Like, literally, she already said, like, Mom, I don't need a backpack. I'm going to use the one Dad got me, because she was excited about it. And then her school decided no backpacks last year, which she's going to high school this year, so she's allowed to have one. But that's aside the point. But when you attach what you're going to do, first off, it's going to give people a reason to help you, but also a reason for them to want to use the product. They might just be sitting on that line, and they might be sitting on that fence. Well, you're going to get those 20 coupons. If you get like an 800 pack, say, or wait, yeah, 800 pack, you get 20, a 400 pack, you get 10, and a 200 pack, you get 5 of the $20 coupons, right? So you can offer that back. Say you sell, the mini for whatever price you want to. And I like to sell them, honestly, I used to sell them for 25 all the time, but really, guys, you don't have to do 25. You can do it however you want. If you have product already, whatever you want to do. I will tell you that if you sell 20 or 8 of them, there's your $200. Okay. If you sell 8 samples for $25 a piece, but then you turn around and you say, you know what, I'm going to offer you $20 coupon or whatever, for, a few of them. You don't have to do it for all. And listen, you can do any kind of combination you want. And I'm not even telling you that you've got to sell all of those. And I want you to remember this, any upgrade pack. Now, she's doing it under her husband's account. If you have somebody else in your house that is able to purchase, obviously you want to buy that promoter pack under them. If they don't have customers under them or promoters under them, then you're like, okay, well, how am I going to send those, those mail outs to them? Well, you can't then, right? But if you want to get the upgrade pack, that's something that you can do for yourself. Anyways, that was a little confusing. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking about Annalise had hers going because she had her husband and he's like got a lot of people under him, right? So that's one of the things I do want to tell you guys this. If you are really going to go for the double and triple and you're like, you know what, I don't have cash back to give to people, you can offer your fast start bonus, your normal fast start bonus. If you want, you don't have to. There's plenty of times I've gotten double and triple fast start and I didn't offer anything. I didn't offer anything back. But I do like to offer to my new promoters. If I have sample packs, I do like to offer them sample packs. I also like to offer them credits that I'm going to have. So whatever you guys want to do, you can also offer to send like $15 for free shipping if you have your credits that you're going to get tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's the 2nd. Yeah, so if you have credits, if you don't have credits, again, focus on what the other person can get out of it. Right now, if somebody gets started, and I would really zone in on promoters over the next couple days. And the reason being, and I normally say customers first, but you want to focus on samples for customers, yes, But promoters, getting them in, locked in, if you need help with three-way calls, three-way chats, anything like that, because if you get your custom or your promoters in and they get their upgrade packs in the next couple of days, they're going to qualify for the double. Well, you're going to qualify for the double and triple fast start bonuses. But like I was saying a little bit ago, with this new promo that just launched, like literally what, like a half hour ago, there is a paid as a 200K part to it. And in order to get that, you have to have four promoters, four new first time ordering promoters, and four new first time ordering customers to get that PPA. Okay. Like you can get more customers than that. You can have more promoters than that, but you have to have that and you have to have 10 free customer accounts. So this will help you get your samples out. This will help you get the promoters for that. And, think about it like this, just make yourself a VIP 1600. That's basically what you're kind of doing. And then you're going to get, if you get the promoter packs, you're going to get the fast start bonuses. That's honestly going to equal out to about what you're going to get if you made the VIP anyways. That's ultimately going to be more than what you would get paid as the VIP, because double, let's see, if you get double commissions, you got to get to 1200. With right now, the 200 pack is 250, the 400 pack you're getting 500 in volume, and the 800 pack you're getting 1000 in volume. So if you get two people that get the 800 pack, you're already at your 2000. You just still have to get a promoter and like two more promoters to order for that. It's a little bit confusing, I'm not going to lie. The best thing to tell you is to write down VIP 1600 and just go for it. Okay. Just write down VIP 1600. Don't worry about the logistics of things. Just write down and keep track of how much people have ordered. Yeah. And people do. They love to help others and they love to attach it to a goal. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to share it. I think I shared it a couple weeks ago when I was doing a Zoom, and we are going to have to fix our Monday night Zooms because Jackie is not going to be able to do them on Mondays for quite some time. So I'm going to talk with a couple others to see what day would work for her, what day would work for everybody else, and kind of go with it because I am going ready to, I'm just going to tell you guys now. I did accept, and I went today for my fingerprints and I went Friday for like my drug screening and for like you have to do a physical fitness test and all kinds of stuff. But I am going to be going back to work, but different than what I did before. I accepted a unit manager position. So I know that's like a lot of people are like, what in the world? Well, I have to have so many hours to keep my nursing license for one. For two, I'm going crazy because my kids are not here. And three, I really just need to I fell in love with Lavelle and my first business when I was working and it wasn't my sole income. You work from a different place when it's your sole income. You do. Okay. And for me, I really need to be around people every day, like every day. And me sitting at the house, I'm going nuts. So this, I'm looking at a way that I'm going to get to help people again. And I'm also, I'm going to be a unit manager, so I won't be on the floor all the time, only if I have to fill in. But so if you have to message me, know that I'll be available. But I'm telling you guys this because I want everybody to know that if you're working, you can do this. And I'm going to show you that you can, because you're going to probably see my business skyrocket because of myself being so intentional with how I'm working my business. When you're every day doing this, if you don't have a game plan right now, like this is the beginning of the month, sit down with your calendar, see what days you can do what. For me, I like to listen to calls to and from work. That's what I used to do. That's what I plan to do. I'll probably listen to more calls now than what it is whenever I actually wasn't leaving the house. I used to listen to them whenever I took my daughters to their practices and so forth. But anyways, I'm doing that because I need it for me personally, and I'm excited about it. But I'm sharing that with you because there's going to be some changes. You're not going to be able to see me on Tuesdays that much anymore, like Tuesday afternoon calls. I'm going to try to jump on if I can. But again, I'll be working. So it's day shift. And I haven't worked day shift in years. I've been a night shift girl. So I'm sharing that all because sometimes we have to pivot a little bit in the way that we do things, and that's okay. Will I be there forever? I don't know. It might be a month, 2 months. I might be over it by then. But for now, I think it's a good decision for me. And I'm just not even going to sugarcoat it. As you guys know, I recently lost one of my leaders. And you know what? It's okay though. I love her. A lot of her team is still here. And I'm super excited about that. But when you have people leave your team, sometimes you can have some adjustments that happen, right? With that said, I want everybody to know if you have people that leave your team, it's okay. Love them regardless. Cheer for them. Annalise has left a couple times, and here she is. She keeps on coming back, and I love it. And I'm excited. Annalise was at my wedding. She's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. So I am thrilled. But anyways, I just want everybody to set goals this month. For me, I can tell you that I did not set my goals last month. I didn't. I wasn't super intentional with my goals. I knew that it was going to be a hectic month, and that was a big mistake on my fault. Like, that's honestly, and guess what? I did sign a promoter. She's still in her VIP period. So she had some life happen right after she got started. It is what it is. Unfortunately, it sucks. But guess what? I still, because I wasn't super intentional, my PPA is not great. It's not great at all. It's honestly, it's 4. And that's embarrassing because I know that it could definitely be better. And I mean, it's 4 actual orders that I had in the last 30 days. But I did have some more customer accounts than that. But even with that said, I don't know. Let's see. We have the veteran top 7, rookie top 7, 4K, 200K, um, paid as 200K promo, the summer games thing. Oh yeah, just pay attention. If somebody uses credits, it's the general PPA. Um, let's see, what else was there? There was something else I think I told you, Annalise, that I wanted to talk about tonight. Um, Oh, I do want to encourage you guys to go after the cab bonus. Like I said earlier, we're seeing that people are accomplishing it. Focus on helping people thrive for free. When somebody gets started, obviously that's the time that they're going to be most excited about their 3 steps. So work on getting them to make a post. If they won't make a post, ask them if you can share their testimony and then tag them in it. And then whoever they get, because you've tagged them, um, make sure those people, if they're friends of theirs, get signed up as a referral under that person. Let's see. I don't know. I've talked kind of fast. I've said a couple things. Annalise, can you think of anything else I said that I was going to talk about?
I don't. I really think the main thing is just sharing your why and being vulnerable. And you don't have to be vulnerable about all aspects of your life. And I think that's what I found out. I used to sort of overshare and then kind of feel like, wow, I wish I didn't share that. But find what's comfortable for you because people are going to relate. Maybe not in the exact same way, but like I said earlier, they're going to relate to, wow, she is working for something, whether it's paying off debt, whether it's, whatever, like putting groceries on the table. Yeah, food on the table, groceries in the fridge. But they're going to relate to like, I couldn't do this. Like you're doing this and I can do this. And it's just by sharing.
Yep.
And just share your journey, whatever you feel comfortable with, share some part of it because that's where people are going to relate and connect and see your consistency. And that's what people don't have in their life. They don't have that get up and go, that motivation to just keep pushing for something more. And I think that's the biggest thing we have here.
Yeah, and I really want to I really, really, really want to stress to you guys to remember why you joined. I saw a post earlier and it was another thriver. And she talked about how she did her first business that she was in. She would join friends and family and so forth. And, she really wasn't business oriented with her business, right? So she didn't grow because that's not what she was passionate about or what she was excited about. I'm pretty sure if you're on right now, most of the faces I see are very much they're thrivers. You guys are all people that absolutely love the product. You're here for a reason. You want to build your business. You want to help people, but maybe you're still like stuck, like not really sure how to do it, right? I want to encourage you. First off, we have tons of resources. Go and watch some of the videos in the cloud office of the 200K documentaries and really get yourself, like, I always go back to Paul talking about the Christmas tree and so forth, like sitting around the Christmas tree and envisioning like being able to pay for that and so forth, right? But even if it's nothing to do with your own finances, find what your why is and get back to that. Like if you're working this just to pay your bills, um, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Because people do this business for different reasons. However, I do want to tell you this. If you're just doing it for the paycheck, one of the biggest things that you're going to lose your passion, and it's going to be very transparent to people. Um, for me, I can tell you I had a lot of life happen. um, I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but I did have a lot of life happen. And I didn't lose my passion for why I do this business. I didn't lose a passion for the product. However, I lost my ability because of I lost the ability to share from the place that I needed to share from. And it was because my mind was clouded with other things. And honestly, I really needed to work on my mindset a lot. I needed to work on um, being transparent differently because I found if I was just talking about, my family, obviously I ran into some bumps along the road on that one because of one of my stepsons. It was a disaster, right? So I'm like, okay, like here's the thing I can talk about is like there's a lot of damn transitions in your 40s. Holy moly, nobody gave me the heads up about that midlife crisis and everything else, right? So I am getting back to sharing why I love the product, right? Why am I taking it? Because I need to get up and go during the day. I need that calm and collected, and that's the black label in it, right? So I'm talking about that, and guess what? It's starting to grab the attention the way that I want it to grab it again. So product wise, that's something, but also business wise, um, I just really kind of struggled, I guess you could say, a little bit with um, my own belief in myself. And it's because um, okay, first off, I want to say if somebody leaves or does something, guys, it has nothing to do with you. And it always is something that they need to do for themselves and their family, regardless of you. Okay. So, but it's really hard in this business, and you're going to hear it all the time in this business. Our team is our family, and it is hard. It is hard when people leave. And sometimes you can like think you've done something wrong, and that's silliness. Um, but I do want to encourage you that it's okay because you're still love people, and you're going to have more people come in, and you just have to remember there's somebody that you're going to pass today or tomorrow. If you're home for the night, then probably not going to pass them, but you might see them on social media, and they may be praying for something that you have the ability to help them with. They may be praying for a business that they can run for free. They have no idea that they can run this business for free unless you talk about it. So get back to sharing the basics of what these 3 steps did for you when you joined, and get back to sharing how this business, we literally have the ability to run it for free. Tomorrow is a great time to talk about that because of it being Thrive Free day. But otherwise, I really honestly am not going to sit here and talk for another 30 minutes. Because I've already talked about everything basically that I wanted to talk about tonight. But get plugged back in. We are going to Steph and myself and Katie talked about kind of we're going to collaborate and rework out the pages so we don't have multiple different pages going on for our team, so that we all have one resource and so forth. But give us a minute because it's going to take a little bit of time to get all that figured out. But I do want you guys to know there are plenty of us here to help you. And if you need something, just, we've got team chats and team pages for a reason. So don't be afraid to reach out. If your upline is non-existent or like they're not around or whatever, it's okay. Go to somebody you see active. If you message me and for some reason I don't get back to you, message me again because I probably just didn't see it. That happens a lot because I keep my phone on mute. But anyways, I love you all. I will get this up. I know we didn't give a whole bunch of tips, but really it's just get back to the basics, quit overcomplicating it. Get focused on your 3 steps, taking them every day, sharing them every day, and then making sure that you're being consistent with sharing, adding to your network, making sure you're saying happy birthday to people, for heaven's sakes. Trust me, it's a big deal. I love you all. I hope everybody has a great night. And yeah, this is the first Monday in a while, but like I said, we're going to get that figured out. But I love you guys. Have a good one. Thanks, Annalise, so much, honey. Have a good night.